What if I told you that something as small as a handful of nuts could completely change the way you feel, move, and even connect, especially after 60? I know how that sounds, but stay with me for a moment, because what I'm about to share isn't hype, and it's not some internet fad. It's real science, and it's backed by the lived experiences of thousands of people just like you. Now, let me ask you a few simple questions. Have you noticed your circulation slowing down a bit lately? Maybe your hands or feet get colder than they used to. Maybe your energy fades by the afternoon. Or, let's be honest, maybe intimacy doesn't feel quite the same as it did in your 40s or 50s. You're not alone. These are natural parts of aging, but that doesn't mean you're stuck with them. In fact, some of the most vibrant, energized, and connected people I've ever met are in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. The difference? They took control of their health with small, consistent changes. And one of those changes starts with something ridiculously simple: eating the right nuts. Yes, nuts. Now, before you laugh this off as too simple to be true, let me explain. The truth is, certain nuts are packed with powerful nutrients that directly impact blood flow, heart function, hormone levels, and even sexual health. They help support nitric oxide production, reduce inflammation in your arteries, stabilize blood sugar, and enhance your body's ability to respond to intimacy. And guess what? These benefits are even more important as we get older. What makes this really exciting is that the science is already here. Clinical studies, not just internet anecdotes, show that specific nuts can improve circulation, lower blood pressure, and in some cases, even restore intimacy and performance in older adults. Thousands of men and women over 60 have started eating these 4 simple foods on a daily basis, and what they're reporting is truly inspiring. More energy, better sleep, warmer hands and feet, and yes, stronger, more satisfying connection with their partners. And here's the best part. You don't need to take a prescription, spend hours at the gym, or follow a complicated diet. You don't need to buy anything exotic or expensive. These nuts are found in your local grocery store. So if you're over 60 and you've been feeling a little off lately, whether it's physically, emotionally, or intimately, don't scroll away. What I'm about to share could be one of the simplest and most enjoyable changes you'll make this year. Because sometimes nature gives us answers that are easy to overlook. And today, I'm going to show you the 4 nuts that could help you rediscover vitality, intimacy, and connection without any fluff. Hi, I'm Dr. James Whitaker. I'm a board-certified urologist and men's health specialist. And for the past 25 years, I've had the privilege of helping men navigate the unique challenges that come with aging, especially when it comes to circulation, energy, and intimacy. Over the years, I've worked with more than 10,000 patients, many of them well into their 60s, 70s, and beyond. I've sat across from men who felt frustrated, tired, disconnected, and I've also seen them turn things around in ways they never thought possible. What I'm sharing with you today isn't based on trends, guesses, or guesswork. It's grounded in both science and experience. These are real, practical tools that have helped my patients feel sharper, move better, and reconnect with their partners in meaningful ways. If you've been wondering whether it's too late to reclaim your vitality, I'm here to tell you it's not. And sometimes it all starts with something as simple as what you put on your plate. Let's talk about these 4 incredible nuts and why they might just be your new secret weapon for circulation and intimacy after 60. Let me be absolutely clear about something. Aging does not mean giving up on connection, energy, or intimacy. I've seen far too many people believe the myth that after 60, you're supposed to feel tired, disconnected, or less like yourself. That simply isn't true. In fact, many of my patients over 60 have told me their lives didn't truly begin until they took charge of their health. And it didn't require drastic changes. It started with small, consistent steps. What they ate, how they moved, how they managed stress. Yes, low energy is common. Yes, poor circulation can creep in. And yes, intimacy might not feel as natural or spontaneous as it once did. But these are not signs of failure. They're signs of biology. And more importantly, they're fixable. With the right knowledge and a few powerful habits, your 60s and 70s can be full of clarity, vitality, and deeper connection, both physically and emotionally. I've seen it happen time and again. And one of those small but mighty changes starts with what you snack on each day. Trust me, this is simpler than you think. Over the years, I've had the privilege of learning just as much from my patients as they've learned from me. Men and women from all walks of life, veterans, retired teachers, former athletes, engineers, even jazz musicians, all with decades of wisdom behind them. And despite their different backgrounds, many of them came to the same conclusion. Circulation is everything. When your blood flow suffers, your brain slows down, your energy drops, your confidence fades, and intimacy becomes difficult, both physically and emotionally. But when circulation improves, everything changes. One patient in his 70s told me, "Doc, I don't feel old anymore. I feel alive." And all he had done was commit to a few consistent habits, including the foods he was eating. What struck me most about these individuals is how much better they felt with just a little guidance. They didn't chase fads. They focused on what worked, simple, natural solutions that helped them reconnect with their bodies and their relationships. That's why today, I'm sharing the same insights they used. Because sometimes it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter with what nature already gives us. The 4 nuts with benefits. 1. Walnuts. Why? High in L-arginine boosts nitric oxide for better blood flow. Bonus, omega-3s for heart health. Let's start with a powerful circulatory ally, the walnut. What makes walnuts so valuable is a compound called L-arginine, an amino acid that helps your body produce nitric oxide, the very molecule responsible for dilating your blood vessels and improving blood flow. Think of nitric oxide like nature's internal lubricant. It keeps blood flowing smoothly through your arteries and even into the smallest capillaries. For men over 60, this becomes especially important, not just for heart health, but also for brain function and sexual performance. Walnuts also pack a hefty dose of omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and improve the elasticity of your arteries. This helps prevent stiffness in the vessels, which is a major contributor to poor circulation and high blood pressure. Many of my patients add a small handful of walnuts to their breakfast or enjoy them as an afternoon snack. After just a few weeks, they often report feeling warmer in their extremities, more alert mentally, and yes, even more responsive in intimate situations. If you're looking for a smart, heart-healthy, and intimacy-supporting snack, walnuts are an easy and delicious place to start. 2. Pistachios. Why? Rich in antioxidants and arginine, shown in studies to improve erectile function. Bonus, helps lower blood pressure. Next up, and probably the most surprising of the bunch, are pistachios. These little green powerhouses are more than just tasty. They're loaded with L-arginine, just like walnuts, but they also contain a powerful blend of antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress in blood vessels, another key factor that disrupts healthy circulation and erectile function. In fact, a 2011 study published in the International Journal of Impotence Research found that men who ate just 3.5 ounces of pistachios daily for 3 weeks experienced significant improvement in erectile function, blood lipid profiles, and cholesterol. Pistachios are also rich in potassium and magnesium, which help regulate blood pressure and muscle function, including the smooth muscles in your arteries and pelvic region. I often recommend pistachios to men who are skeptical about natural solutions, and they're usually shocked by the results. These nuts work fast, taste great, and support a healthier, more confident you. Just be mindful of added salt in store-bought varieties. Go for unsalted or lightly salted when possible. 3. Macadamia nuts. Why? Healthy fats improve testosterone production and artery flexibility. Macadamia nuts are often overlooked, but they're one of the best sources of monounsaturated fats, the same heart-healthy fats found in olive oil and avocados. Why does this matter for men over 60? Because healthy fats are essential for testosterone production, and testosterone is what gives you energy, drive, and strength. Not just physically, but emotionally too. But here's the thing. It's not just about producing more testosterone. It's about making sure your body can use it effectively, And that's where artery flexibility comes in. When your blood vessels are supple and responsive, your body can circulate hormones, nutrients, and oxygen more efficiently. That means better performance, clearer thinking, and quicker recovery. Macadamias are also incredibly low in carbs, which makes them a great snack for people watching their blood sugar. And yes, blood sugar imbalances do affect intimacy. Many of my patients find that replacing processed snacks with a few macadamia nuts not only improves their waistline, but also their mood and libido. They're buttery, satisfying, and they support your body from the inside out. 4. Brazil nuts. Why? Extremely high in selenium, crucial for hormone balance and prostate health. Warning: only 1 to 2 per day. Too much selenium can be harmful. Last but definitely not least, the Brazil nut. This one is all about hormonal support and prostate protection, which are 2 critical areas of concern for men over 60. Brazil nuts are the richest natural source of selenium, a mineral that plays a key role in testosterone production, sperm health, and immune function. Selenium is also linked to reduced inflammation in the prostate, making this nut a potential ally in preventing prostate issues that become more common with age. But here's the important part: more is not better. Brazil nuts are so high in selenium that eating too many can actually cause toxicity. Just 1 to 2 nuts per day gives you all the selenium you need, no more, no less. I advise my patients to treat Brazil nuts like a supplement, not a snack. Keep them in a jar and eat 1 a day with breakfast or lunch. It's a simple way to support your hormonal balance naturally, without adding more pills to your routine. This tiny nut has a big impact. And when taken the right amount, it's one of the smartest nutritional tools you can add to your routine after 60. How to add these nuts to your daily routine. Now that you know what each of these powerful nuts can do for your circulation, hormone balance, and intimacy, the next step is simple: making them part of your daily routine. The great thing about these 4 nuts, walnuts, pistachios, macadamias, and Brazil nuts, is that you don't need large amounts to see results. In fact, with nuts, less is often more. It's about consistency, not quantity. Here's what I recommend. Morning boost. Start your day with a small handful of walnuts or macadamia nuts, about 5 to 7 pieces. Add them to your oatmeal, Greek yogurt, or smoothie. This gives your body healthy fats and L-arginine right away, setting the tone for better blood flow and hormone support. Afternoon snack. Swap out processed snacks like crackers or granola bars for a small serving of pistachios, about 30 to 40 shelled nuts. This can stabilize your energy, reduce cravings, and support vascular function without spiking your blood sugar. Daily dose of selenium. Take 1 Brazil nut per day, ideally with lunch. That's all you need. I often say 1 Brazil nut a day keeps the prostate complaints away. It's like a natural supplement built into a snack. Pro tips for success. Pre-portion your nuts. Keep small containers or snack-size bags ready to go. This helps you avoid overeating and makes it easy to stay consistent. Mix them up. Create a custom circulation mix with all 4 nuts. Just make sure you limit it to 1 Brazil nut per serving. Pair with fiber and protein. Nuts are more effective and easier on digestion when eaten with fiber or protein. Think fruit, yogurt, or hard-boiled eggs. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about building momentum. Even adding 1 of these nuts consistently is a win. Most of my patients notice small improvements within 2 to 4 weeks. More energy, better warmth in the hands and feet, even more confidence in intimate moments. So pick 1 nut to start with today and let your body feel the difference. Let me leave you with this. Aging isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a wiser, more intentional chapter. Every man I've worked with who saw real change didn't get there by chasing gimmicks or magic pills. They got there by taking small, consistent steps, like adding a few powerful foods to their daily routine. The truth is, your body still wants to work for you. Your heart wants to pump strong. Your mind wants to stay sharp. And yes, your relationships, your intimacy, your sense of vitality, they can come back stronger than you ever thought possible. So don't underestimate what a few simple nuts can do. They're not just snacks, they're tools. Tools that support circulation, hormones, and the quiet confidence that comes from taking care of yourself. You deserve to feel alive, connected, and full of energy, not just for your own sake, but for the people who love and rely on you. I'm Dr. James Whitaker, and I believe it's never too late to take control of your health. Start small, stay consistent, and keep moving forward because your best days can still be ahead. If you found this helpful and you're serious about living with more energy, better circulation, and a stronger connection to the people you love, then I invite you to subscribe to this channel. This is where I share practical, science-backed advice for men and women over 60 who want to feel better, move better, and age on their own terms. No hype, no nonsense. Just real solutions from my 25 years of clinical experience. So hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a tip that could change your life. You're not done growing, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way.